We're live, Tuesday night fun. Thanks everyone for coming along tonight.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to another stream. So tonight, a little bit of a chat talking about processes and
talking about the cat.
and what sort of worked for us over the few years that we've been reselling. We'll also read out a few of the cards that we've already got.
Yeah, postcards.
So that's really cool. It's like a few people are jumping in now, tuning in.
Oh,
the little notifications probably started going out, so that's awesome. Thanks, Frank, for being first in. Good to see you, Frank. Thanks for popping by. Ken Skeets, good to see you, Ken. Thanks for popping in. Let's get this party started. We've got Rob, the Aussie VHS Thrifter. There we go. Shazad's popped in. G'day, Shazad. Good to see you. Relove, pre-love. Thanks for coming along. Nate's in the house. G'day, Nate. Good to see you.
Gee, what time is it, man?
Flipping Thrifter. Must be real early over there. Thanks for popping in.
Up hustling.
If you guys are in the chat and you haven't said hello yet, drop us a hello.
And please let us know if you can hear us, because
yeah, we don't actually know. So leave us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Look, Mom's dropped in. Adam Watcher has dropped in as well. Thanks everyone for popping in on a Tuesday night. Really appreciate it.
Why does it feel like it's been a long week?
It's been a long week.
Tuesday night.
I know, and we're like not even close to the end of it. So let's see what else. 4 a.m.
Still hustling.
Toby's dropped in. Megan's dropped in. G'day,
Legend.
Megan. Rob saying, had a day off yesterday. How was your public holiday yesterday, Brad and Jazz? You're a funny guy. You're a funny man. Ours is actually next Monday, so I'm going to make sure I rub it in. Just send him a few texts of me, like drinking a beer or something. Just so Rob knows that we get a public holiday here or there occasionally. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Looks like everyone's rolling in the door as we speak.
Don't roll in, just walk.
You can roll, you can jump in the door, you can bust down the door if you really want.
DVG's finishing a bagel.
I could go a bagel right now. So thanks everyone for popping in. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about processes and stuff that has worked for us over the last 2 years. You guys can drop some questions in the chat. What you're saying, big fan of the cat. She's actually sitting on Jazz's lap right now. You can just see the ear. And you guys can give us some tips on processes that work for you guys as well, because everyone's processes are a little bit different. Liz has dropped in. Everyone in the chat. Cameron Swanson, thanks for popping by.
Cameron Swanson.
From the UK with that flag. So thanks everyone for popping by. Away, Disney Mad Down Under, good to see you. Hey, love your map.
I'm loving the map.
Yeah, we are enjoying the map. So we've actually got 3 submissions already, 3 postcards that'll be going in the draw to win a prize.
Something.
When we do a draw. So we're going to wait until we get, I don't know, 10 to 15 before we do a draw. And then we'll do a draw and give something away. So I'm thinking of creating some new cups pretty soon. So.
Oh, Rob's out. Rob's leaving.
He's not a spammer. He should be a spammer. I'll sort him out right now.
Will there be knowledge bombs? Only if someone else is giving them to us.
There we go.
We've got some good knowledge.
I don't know why Rob was in a spammer. You are now part of the toolbox,
Fixed,
Rob.
Sorted. You're a massive tool.
So here's in the chat. Good to see you
Hi,
here. Thanks for popping in.
I love seeing Zahir in the chat.
Oh, I need to find your PO box address. Well, don't you worry. I will get that up for you. Here's one I prepared earlier. PO Box 39 Surrey Downs S.A 5126. It is in the description as well. So if you guys would like to be a part of the giveaway, send us a little postcard to that address, to Aussie Thrifters or Brad and Jazz. And,
do it because it makes me happy.
Yeah, we've got some pretty cool ones already. So I'm really excited about that.
Bye,
Cat is gone. Oh, yeah, boy, Toolbox crew.
Hello.
Thanks for popping by. We will let you guys know my charger is being on the fritz at the moment. So if you hear random beeping, it's a charger, and it looks like it's playing up with our stream as well. So hopefully it doesn't play up too bad.
No stitch up munchies, please.
Stitch up munchies. Jazz would love some stitch up munchies. She's a big fan of everything fishy, hot, disgusting, Jazzy will sort that out for
No,
you.
thank you.
So we did put out we did put out a post to get some questions for tonight. We've got about half a dozen to get through.
Oh, sweet.
So we'll sort of do a couple questions and talk about what we've sort of developed over a couple of years and works for us. You guys can ask some questions as you go, drop some comments in about what works for you guys as well, because I know everyone has sort of a little bit different process that they do when they get stock and list stock and ship stock. And
Please said shit stock.
well, if you can ship stock, that would be pretty
How'd you get
impressive,
shit
because you
stock?
wouldn't need to like go sourcing. You could just be like the golden goose of reselling. He hates the crows, so send him crows merch. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, not at all. Hello from Melbourne.
Hey.
All right, let's get into it. It looks like a few people are still dropping in. If you're going to troll, you need to be game.
And super chat, please, like the heels.
Yeah, what? So here's troll the other day.
Fantastic troll.
So here's troll with super chatting him while trolling. That is next level. That is next level commitment as a troll.
Hey, Jason.
Jason's in. G'day, Jason. Good to see you. Sam's dropped in as well. So we might as well kick it off. We're 6 minutes in and we've just been dribbling poo, really. So
yeah, yeah, this is the kind of Tuesday we've had. We've been like, ooh.
A little bit out of it, a little bit, a few things going on at the moment. So we'll try and keep on track and not to get distracted too much.
Oh, we gonna get distracted.
So processes. I think everyone, when you first start out in reselling, you probably do things a little bit backwards, and it takes you a while to like get into a rhythm and what works for you.
I'm so deep in my process that I can't even see outside of this little box.
G'day, Robin. Good to see you. Hope everything's well
Hi.
with you. You can a bit of byplay in the chat there about the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think when you first start reselling, there's sort of, you go out, you thrift, you're all excited to find new stuff. The thrill of the hunt is what you're out there trying to find. You kind of, I feel like you're a little bit all over the shop. I know when I first started, I was really sort of scatterbrained and couldn't really focus on what I needed to get done. So it's just a matter of like, oh, let's go thrifting.
Okay, we did just source and list maybe like
half of what we sourced.
Yeah, so our death pile just grew.
It became a massive death pile.
Luckily, I got stressed. I got really stressed out.
Luckily, or luckily, I don't know. Luckily, unluckily, I'm not sure. Jazzy was able to take an extra day off work, so you're down to 4 days at the moment. Some changes coming up, which I guess we might talk about a little bit later on.
How did I ever work 5 days?
Yeah, I'm struggling at the moment. And she has gotten through a lot of that stuff. So on Monday, she sort of gained between 25 to 30 clothing listings up, which is a good effort for 4 days work, while doing postage and stuff like that as well. The cat is back. So we've been able to get through our death pile.
That's changed our process heaps, because now we get so many drafts done on that Monday and kind of spread it out.
Buy list replete, not buy. That is a good process.
Is that what we're doing wrong?
I see it. How often do you do inventory when no washing has been done?
Bust into the inventory when no washing has been done? I'm confused. Tell us about your process, Drew. Because when I'm listing and I find stuff that's dirty, I just put it in once a week. There's once a week merchandise wash.
Bravo Charlie's dropped in. Good to see you, Bravo Charlie. Mum saying hi to the cat.
And we don't iron if we can help it. If I can get away with not ironing stuff, then I'm not ironing.
Question, how often does the cat ruin your photo shoots?
Every time.
Pretty much every time. She will like literally sit right where you're trying to put an item.
The foot and just hold her there and take it.
I've started scheduling 3-day weekends. Yeah.
That's
what we really want to start getting closer to. We will talk about something closer to the end that's coming up for us that will sort of change a lot of our future with your work.
There's not much to say yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, so I don't know what we can tell you.
We'll get there. But anyway, so we were struggling to find like a routine of listing stuff and what was the most effective way for us to list stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Who was better at doing certain tasks.
Our listing room was horrific. You can barely get in there.
A few more dropping in. Tamara Mills, Flip in Sydney. Good to see you guys. Thanks for popping by. So yeah, now when we go out sourcing, we sort of have a bit of a routine in our head when we go sourcing. So we check certain areas. So we're looking for high value items when we go out. So we're checking places.
Unless Brad gets lost in the VHS section.
I do occasionally pick up some cheap VHS. But we've done all right with some VHS. I do like picking them up. Yvonne's dropped in as well. Thank you for popping in, Yvonne.
Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry, Yvonne. Wink.
Wink. It
might be
here. It might be here. We're going to read about it later. So yeah, when we first started, struggled. Now when we go thrifting, we sort of hit those areas that we know there's profit. So we go shoes. Shoes have been doing really well for us lately.
I go books first.
You go books because you know books well. And we've actually sold 3 or 4 over the last few days because it's getting back into like
textbook
season. So
like duck hunting season.
Yeah. And then we will go like jeans, jackets, sporting goods, electronics. So we sort of hit the really high value items first, and then we get a feel if the time that thrift is going to be worth our while.
Yeah, totally.
Because if we're not finding those high value items at the start, then we probably know that the lower value items in that store aren't going to be worth our time.
Move on.
So if we haven't found anything in the real high value sections, then we'll move on to the next thrift store.
I can tell us about the shoes. I look at the shoes and then I'm like, oh, there's something good in here.
We'll have like a quick flick through like the shirts to try and find one of those elusive Member Loud shirts. But we are very, I would almost say regimented in where we go. So we're just like bang, 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 and then out.
It's just a habit.
Yeah.
It's habit building.
Obviously, if we have more time on our hands, we'll spend more time in the shop and look up some other areas that, we don't look at a lot. But generally on a Saturday, we have sort of between 5 and 10 that we want to get to in the time that we can. So we just want to go bang, 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 done, get home.
I love that. Bang, bang, bang.
Here we go. My hubby came thrifting with me yesterday. Never again. He kept calling out all the brands really loudly from across the shop and asking if they were any good. I know someone else who may have done that. She may be in the chat. I don't want to say any names, but it could be this person highlighted right here.
Can you sell this on eBay?
Look, it was pretty obvious what was happening, but anyway,
there's nothing good in that place anyway.
Talk about blowing your cover. Yeah, that does kind of ruin the opportunity, I think. So we'll bring up a couple of questions in a second, but I guess that's the first part of our processes is when we're sourcing.
Okay, source the good stuff.
Before we go sourcing, we'll usually plan like a little route, especially if there's garage sales on.
And I eat something so I don't get really cranky.
Yeah, that's a good part of the process because without that, you're going to struggle. Let's jump back to the comments quickly. Question, do you remember the first sale you ever had on eBay? I think we got asked that last week, and it was a pair of shorts.
Sure it was your old board shorts.
My little girl. Is this any good? It's so funny. All right, so we'll jump across to some questions. So we've got about half a dozen questions. You guys can drop some in the chat or suggestions for us along the way. We'll do the questions.
Tell us about your process.
And then we have a couple cards to get through. All right, so let's try and get one that is about sort of a process. So how would you package a Ken Duncan puzzle from Dayman? Now, we don't pick up Ken Duncan anymore.
I do, because I love doing them.
You do love doing them, but to resell, we don't really pick them up.
I still have 2 of them listed.
But we would definitely be sending them in a box, and we're trying to be putting like a layer of paper around the edge so that there's like a crumple zone, and we would definitely be bubble wrapping the Ken Duncan.
Crumple zone.
Yeah. We'd definitely be wrapping the actual puzzle in bubble wrap and giving some paper padding around pretty much every side. So if something hits it and bumps it, it's only going to squish the paper and not the box. So if
that sucker will go in the big satchel, I'd do it. If not, I don't think it does. I would Frankenstein a box, cut it down, because you want to keep your dimensions as small as possible. Otherwise, the post office is going to charge you.
Yeah, not so bad now because of the way it's set up for your own packaging, but definitely worth considering. If it's over 5 kilos, that's when you start hitting some problems. Ken Duncan Ken Duncan puzzles will definitely not be over 5 kilos unless you chuck some other stuff in there, like someone's boogie board.
Don't do that.
Stay hydrated. That is.
Yeah, I don't stay hydrated, and then I'm like, oh, why do I have no energy? Just in that voice. Just remember to ask this. Do you? I've lost it. Do you know when you have different thrift shops? Gave them a list of items, brands you're wanting. How did that go? Would you recommend it? Very selective. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, we handed it out to probably 3 or 4 thrift shops, and 2 of them contact us reasonably regularly now. So
yeah,
one of them has been a great source, and that's actually where we picked up the massive R.M. Williams haul from. It was actually the head office that rang us, but they were the ones that contacted head office to get in contact with us. So it's definitely worked for us. We're very selective with who we do it with because we haven't developed some relationships with some of the other ones that we go into.
Those stores where we dropped off a list, they were stores where we had spent a buttload of money and they really appreciated it, but it was also obvious what we were doing. And so because they knew that we were prepared to spend, they were kind of prepared to have us back. So there was already...
And it was like a good relationship because they were getting a significant amount of money into their fund that they could spend. We were getting decent product, and it was a win-win for both parties.
Yeah.
So
in those situations, it wasn't so much that we'd been going in there for years and like built a friendship. It was a business thing, and since we have built friendships.
Mel's dropped in.
Hey, Mel.
Good to see you. I had to watch the live back today because I only caught a little bit. I
haven't watched it
meetings
yet.
Half the day, which was a pain.
Yeah, I had to actually work. Don't like it.
That's not ideal. Let's jump up with another question. When eBay goes quiet, what do you do? So
just press all the buttons.
Essentially, I go into scramble mode when this happens. So there's a few things that I sort of look at. Let's make sure we don't end the broadcast because that was very close to
that'd be so
awkward. So yeah, we go into scramble mode. We will unlist some items that are ending soon. Change some titles up, change some photos if we need to, relist them. We also try and list at least 10 new items every day, so that keeps our account active. If you're using promoted listings, I'd recommend ending those promoted listings and I almost closed the window again.
Oh man, we're gonna accidentally blow this thing up.
Promoted listings and the promoted listings and re-promote, even if it's at the same rate. I've been playing with this every 3 days now. 3 days? Every 3 days I've been re-promoting, and the last one I did...
drops off, doesn't it?
The last one I did made a huge difference. We had a big weekend,
good weekend.
Which was awesome. So I ended it yesterday night and redid it, and I'm going to do that again probably Thursday night, ready for Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when people are looking to buy. So if you re-promote before the weekend, your items are probably more likely to be at the top. And that way you get seen more. And I think that's what made a big difference this weekend. So I used to sit on it for like a week period or 2 weeks period. Now I'm doing it, trialing every 3 to 4 days, depending on where it falls, and making sure that I do it the night before when most people are buying.
Yeah, and we send offers. I don't know if you said that already. I tuned out.
Do you recommend promoting items when eBay promotes you too?
I prefer my own judgment, actually. What do you do?
I promote everything.
Promote it all.
Because I think that not only does it give those items a boost, but it seems to help sales overall. So when you look at what's sold via promoted listings, it's not always 100% of what you sold for that weekend. So it might be 50% of sold were promoted, but you've sold another 50% of stuff.
So are you saying that you think that promoted listings like just boosts activity?
I think it just gives activity to your store, yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking I probably wouldn't promote things that are like, if someone searches for it, they're going to see it straight away. If it's, a unique item that only has 5 listings. A
lot of our product is clothing, and clothing's a high saturated market, so you need to
not many things in our store that
are unique.
Are too
special. Are you changing the percentage when you're promoting the items?
We've played with it.
I've played with anywhere from like literally 1% right up to 5.7. Currently I'm sitting exactly at 5.1. And that seems to be a nice little sweet spot for us at the moment. So it definitely seems to make a difference. I've been talking to a few people about promoted listings over the last few days. about, trying them out, what they're setting them at, whether they should be promoting every item at the same rate, or if they want to do a certain item at a certain price. I think in Australia, we don't need to promote as high as America because we don't have the flooded market that America does. Like, we don't have as much competition.
I think this is the highest we've ever promoted.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. Well, we did 5.7 for a little while, but 5.1 has been consistent for a little while. So Ken said he's been doing a 10% discount every Friday, Monday, and sending offers on Sunday. So far, it's working.
Okay.
I have tried that as well, but I'm finding that promoted is working better than reducing an item by 10%. So the way I look at it is, I'd rather pay eBay an extra 5% than give someone a 10% discount.
Yeah. I thought we had missed something, but maybe we didn't. Uh-oh.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I touched it. It's all gone
Daisy
haywire.
Chain saying promoted listings are your friend.
Seems that way.
The cat is like a roast chicken. Leanne can't even use promoted over on Island. There's a lot going on there.
I know. Oh, in some ways, I envy you because it's still just simple. But yeah, it's nice to have tools in your toolbox when it goes dead.
I do it every time. I do every item and set it to eBay's recommended average. Ends up being about 5%. Different categories will be different rates. So I try not to go off of eBay's recommended, because I feel like if eBay are recommending something to me, it's probably because it's in their best interest, not necessarily mine.
That's what I always think. They're like, promote it 15%. I'm like, no.
So I'm trying to find that happy medium between what works for us and what gets our items out the door. So we build all this costing into our pricing. So when we price something, we'll usually price above market. With free shipping, we'll take offers to a certain degree, and we build in that pricing, the promoted pricing, into our price. So if we list something for $69.95, we're probably expecting to get $59.95 for it, and we have built that extra buffer in to get full promoted.
Yeah,
so saves us good money.
It's Jada.
Jada's in the house. What's up, Brad? Good to see you. 2 weeks ago, Brad told me to try, and it works. Doesn't on everything straight away, but I've noticed the views are heaps more. Try it.
The kitty don't lie.
The kitty don't lie.
The kitty don't lie, but things change, and the advice we give today, like 6 months down the track, it might not be working again.
eBay,
so it's like you've just always got to be finding like what works at the time.
I'm always testing new things. I'm always trying different periods of listings. I'm trying different titles in listings. I'm trying different item specifics just to see what's working at the time. And I think we're getting closer to that, that golden zone where it seems to be working a little bit better. But it's just trial and error.
Staying in that golden zone is tricky.
I noticed that eBay recommends a percentage based on the price of the item, not on the characteristics of the item. Yeah, I think that's true. So it's just based on category, really. I find it works, but you got to find the rhythm for your store with the right percentage and duration. That's absolutely right. So
I don't have rhythm.
I've seen it drop off, and I've kind of worked out, not exactly to the day, but I'm able to see when the graph is dropping, and then I just end it and go again. And you can see the spike straight back up again. Crazy. So it is pretty interesting to follow. With the best offer, do the majority of your sales come from buyers making an offer? I don't use best offer, but thinking about it. We use best offer on pretty much all our items.
Yeah.
I would say that it's probably a 50-50 split between buy it now, like people just buying at the price we've set, and people sending us offers and us carrying or whatever it needs to be to get the price we need.
And also us sending offers and initiating it.
Sending offers we don't get a huge return on, probably maybe 2%, I'd say. Maybe 3, somewhere around there. But I do want to make sure we cover off some of these questions that we got on Instagram as well.
Okie dokie.
So we kind of just touched on that. How often do you stop and start on promoted listings? So at the moment, every 3 to 4 days, I'm definitely going to be ending it as of Friday morning and going again, because that really made a difference last week. So you guys can try that out as well.
see if it does again or if it was a wicked fluke.
But I definitely think it's worthwhile putting some effort into it, because last weekend was one of our better weekends we've had in quite a while. So I think it's definitely worth looking at. It has made a difference to our sales. So yeah. eBay is definitely not a set and forget in Australia. No,
not a passive income.
We've been putting a lot more effort into like actually trying to get sales through, and it seems to be paying dividends. So it's just time versus money. So how much time you invest into getting that money. We just did get a $1.99 sticker from Cameron Swanson. So thank you, Cameron. We can't actually bring that up on StreamYard. I've just noticed it on the phone.
That's cool.
It's only the super chats that show on StreamYard. I don't really know why that is.
If you didn't have your phone open, we wouldn't have known. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cameron. That's
Thank
wicked.
you, Cameron. Really appreciate it.
That makes our Tuesday night.
Helps pay for the StreamYard so we can be here on a Tuesday night with you guys. 47 in the chat. Thanks everyone for coming. Really cool to see everyone. I know everyone's busy with doing their own thing as well, so really
living your lives.
Along. Let's try and get up to it. Sorry,
use plastic sleeves to protect our clothing and storage and allow us to affix barcodes too. That's cool. How do we give up the plastic but still have each item barcoded? Been racking our brains. This is such a conundrum, and we actually are not using any extra plastic at the moment. We have half poly satchels. What are they called?
Just the standard
the eBay bags. Yeah, poly mailer. We have half those, and we have half like a cardboard, just paper padded mailer as well, and we are not wrapping our stock in plastic.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Okay.
The only other way I've seen people do it is like, especially on jeans and stuff, is kind of put like a foldable tag in the back pocket, so that you could sort of have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the way we've been doing it is just putting it in like a standardized tub, and we'll just put that tub number in the listing. So it does take a little bit longer to find than
I'm honestly just digging.
Yeah, if you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't really come across a perfect way of getting around that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're still looking for the answer, but right now we just know what tub it's in. It's all loose, and I just go and find it.
Matt has dropped in. Thanks for popping by, Matt. Good to see you. I really like Bucks Toys and Collectibles, so it's different to see Matt what I am. But
I know, I'm always like, it's Matt. Like, I know it's Matt, but
what's your ideal turnaround before you discount? Some say 45 days, others say 6 months. Ideally,
5 minutes.
Ideally would like to turn everything within 2 months. Now that's not always possible. There's some items that we wait a lot longer for that. We have items that have been sitting there for ages that we haven't done enough work on to get rid of.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the time.
What we thought was really, really cool, but no one's searching for.
Yeah. But I'd say if you can get rid of something within, ideally you want 30 days, but it just doesn't happen. So I think if you can turn everything over within 60, you're doing quite well. We're not at that at this point. We still have some stuff that we need to sort out, and we have a large store.
We got some shit we need to sort out, guys.
But we have been working towards trying to clear some of that older stock. So
yeah, it's working.
I'd say 60 days is a pretty good average. Some people are able to do it a lot quicker, but if you're in the clothing game, clothing is a longer tail
3
item.
months.
So yeah, it's definitely difficult. Have you thought about making videos about including pulling, packing, shipping?
Right.
We have tried this twice. We
suck at it.
We tried to do it not last weekend, the weekend before, and I had my finger over the microphone, so it was a lot of muffled. It sounded like we were on this Charlie Brown. That's what it sounded like. And then this weekend we got really busy and we weren't able to do it. We had quite a lot to get through. So we are looking to film one this coming weekend.
I love picking. I love the treasure hunt. I love packing. But filming, it's just been hard.
That's a good suggestion by DBG. You could try paper tissue and brown paper. Georgina's dropped in. Hey, Georgina, good to see you.
Hello, lovely.
Thanks for popping by. Chat just jumped. Do you stop all your promoted listings and restart them all again? Yeah. So I'll end them. It takes about, 20 minutes for them all to come down. And then half an hour later, I'll jump back in, re-promote them all. I'll either change rate or leave. It doesn't really matter. But all it does is it seems to spike your listings back up to the top again. So the way I look at it is it's kind of like if you put something on display and it hasn't sold for a while, it might get moved to the back of the store. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you're putting it back in that place where more people will see it rather than it getting bumped down, because other people are promoting as well. And there's going to be people that promote higher than that. And eBay want to see sell-through. So every time someone promotes an item, they're going to be putting that item closer to the top of the search ranking. So
almost eBay's share function, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like you're paying eBay to promote your item, and if it's not selling, then they might as well put someone else in that sell spot and try to sell
it does taper off, unfortunately.
Now let's catch up with the chat.
We get so behind.
I go with as soon as I get sick of it.
Yeah, I'm sick of this now. It's time for it to sell. Sell the shit out of it here.
As well. The business of pre-loved stores her inventory in brown paper bags so you can still attach a number. Yeah, it's a good idea. Again, I think it's a different way of doing it.
I wouldn't be able to, yeah, I guess you're looking for the number instead of the item. God, I'm so set in my ways already. We're not even like long-term sellers.
What's your opinion about auctions? Do they still work in Australia? It was rage years ago. We haven't had great experiences with auctions, but that's probably because of what we sell. I personally don't think they work real well in Australia because I don't think we have the population to drive the auction price unless you got something really collectible.
Wicked items though,
yeah.
Totally.
There's definitely things that will sell by auction, but auctions make up like less than 1% of our business, like probably less than 0.1% of our business. They can work. You just have to have a desirable item, and you definitely want to be doing it at the right times, so not ending it at weird times and stuff like that.
Midday Monday.
I loved your international shipping video. Helped heaps.
Oh, that's
awesome.
good.
Great. I'm glad that helped someone out.
Wicked. Yeah, job done. Fiddlesticks.
I'm late for work.
Oh no, run.
Bye, Leanne. Thanks for popping by. Really appreciate it.
And thanks for saying fiddlesticks.
Camilla. Hi, guys. I'm a single mom reseller.
Hello.
From Melbourne. Reselling has helped me stay home longer with my daughter. She absolutely loves op shopping. Thanks for the inspiration and tips, guys.
That's awesome.
Amazing. I think that's a great thing about reselling is it provides opportunities for you to, either spend time with your family, get away from your day-to-day job.
It's
a great little side hustle, and some people have made it their full-time job. So that's pretty incredible that people are able to do that. Obviously, that's kind of like our long-term goal, but it's going to take us a while to get there.
That's cool that you're spending that quality time.
Tamara, hi Camilla, single mom reselling in Adelaide.
So cool.
I do miss auctions though, yeah. Let's make sure we've ticked off all of these. Captain Opshop Nerd, Toby, has asked, explain what you think a momentum board is. So we actually showed the momentum board that we were using last week.
Toby means like a board that you whack someone with.
That's a whipping stick, that. So I think a momentum board is just been set up that will drive you to a goal. So you're either sort of tracking how you're going and it's giving you more motivation to get what you need. That's what I consider a momentum board. I guess people have different takes on that.
Now I want to know what Toby's
I'd be interested to see what he thinks of it as well.
What do you think it is? I think it's the hitting thing.
Is there a global shipping program? No. And do you use it? I'm currently just using my post. Yeah, so no global shipping in eBay. You obviously can send it by my business post or going to the post office and using one of their standard satchels, but no GSP.
No GSP for us.
Going again because I think it's affecting us. There we go. Sorry, our charger is being very dodgy. Yeah, so no GSP, unfortunately, but I don't really mind it because I know that overseas people complain about the GSP pricing, so I don't mind going with what we know. What else do we have here?
Maybe we got.
Here's a good one. How do you deal with people who think selling pre-used clothing is weird and degrading?
I've never come across that.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I've never had anyone say that. I kind of look at it in a completely different light. That you're saving that from going to landfill, one, and you're reusing the item. So I don't really understand how people would look at it as degrading.
Well, I think that in that context, like people might think it's like dirty, or they're like, oh, you go through like the rubbish.
No, not at all.
I've never had anyone say it to me. At least not to my face.
If they did, I'd probably say to them like, you know, we're reusing items, giving them a new home, saving them from being wasted. You know, the relove market is only going to continue to grow.
It's just growing. You know what? It's trendy.
It's sustainable. It's better for the environment, and you're making cash. So most people I talk to are like, wow, you can make money from secondhand goods. Like, that's incredible. Like,
yeah, tell us your experience, because no one's ever said that to me.
It's morning. Andy. Oh, hey, Andy, thanks for popping by.
Show them the figures.
There you go.
Love it.
Yeah, the surprise what sells. And you're supporting a charity. Absolutely. I think a lot of people say like, I've heard a lot of people say like reselling is immoral because you're taking like money out of other people's hands, but
immoral.
I take that the complete opposite, because charity op shops use the money to support locals in need. So
yeah, I mean,
a lot of the charities aren't trying to sell to the people that need the clothing. They're trying to sell to people that are happy to spend the money so that they can use that money to support people in other ways, whether that's providing housing to them, whether that's feeding them, whether that's providing a support network, or whatever that is. That's what they're there for. So you kind of...
one that we went to with Cara on the weekend, she was saying, oh, this place in particular has like a job network where they help people to get work. And I was like, that's so cool. Let me buy something.
Have you had to deal with any scams, fraudulent refunds? It seems like Australia are a lot more honest compared to US. We've had a couple over the years.
There's a few dodgies.
But I guess ways around that. If we sell like an item over sort of 100, 120, we'll usually put signature on arrival so that we know that it's got there, and then they can't do the "I'd never arrived" thing.
Oh, I didn't get my parcel.
There's still ways around it that people scam. There's always going to be scammers.
They'll always find new things.
I've actually got one at the moment who I think is trying to scam us. They have zero feedback. They're from a really far off destination, and they're trying to buy a $20 t-shirt. And I'm just declining their offers because I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to actually block them soon, because I just have that feeling. You get like a bit of a spidey sense that something's
just not right. I don't know what they're doing, but something ain't quite right.
Liz is saying I personally wouldn't deal with them. They're the sort of people who think they are above you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if anyone came to me and was like, ew, what you do is degrading, like that'd go straight past me. I wouldn't even listen.
I've turned this into a full-time job this year.
Yeah, all right.
Amazed. That's incredible. Marcus has dropped in. US eBay stores get vouchers. We don't.
Yeah, I know. We're real salty. No, there's nothing.
Chantel's dropped in. How much does eBay remind customers to post their feedback on purchase, and how much as a seller do we rely on that feedback? I don't personally think feedback is hugely important, especially once you get sort of over 20 to 30.
It's nice to have.
It's nice at the start because then people have confidence in your item. I don't think they push buyers to, but I know that they sort of push sellers to leave feedback. So
I definitely get reminders.
A good way to build feedback at the start is to buy stuff that you need on eBay so that you're getting that feedback from sellers. A lot of sellers will have automated feedback set on their accounts. They don't have to worry about it. So if you need like eBay supplies, like shipping stuff, just buy it off eBay. Start building up your feedback, and that way people will have more confidence in your items, I suppose.
If I'm buying from a store that has a couple of bad feedback, I go and read what the feedback is, and a lot of the time it's just nothing. You're just like, oh, why'd you even say that?
Everyone's saying, watch the true cost if you think that bad buy.
Where can we find that?
I'm presuming Netflix or something like that.
I hope it's Netflix.
We're doing a lot of good, giving to charity, saving things from landfill, allowing people to buy items at a lot cheaper prices.
Pat on the back. Well done.
All right. I think it can be quite dangerous.
Did you want me to
caring too
read
much about what outsiders who go out and stand reselling think. If you let people's disapproval consume you, then you won't have any enjoyable time.
So true. I mean, that just translates to every single area of life.
I saw that episode that you won the pallet auction. Congrats on that. By the way, where did you get those shelves and how much?
Bunnings!
We buy our shelves on Bunnings.
Bunnings is dope.
I can't remember the exact price. I think they're between 100 and 200, depending on what size you get. So they can be expensive. You can get cheaper ones, but I like how sturdy those ones are.
They are sturdy, and we're claiming that on tax.
Yeah, definitely. Cliff's dropped in. Hey, Cliff, good to see you. Thanks for popping by. 40 still in the chat. So what we might do, let's just make sure we haven't missed any questions.
Oh, she said it's on YouTube. That's good. I know how to work YouTube.
Here's a good question. MB Photo 14, will you go full time soon?
I'd like to pay off more of the mortgage.
Yeah. So I guess this is kind of a good little segue. So
a good little
segue. We've sort of talked about it a little bit, but Jasmin's work's finishing up soon.
Yep, we're
end of March. So unfortunately, she's going to be redundant at that point in time. We're gonna obviously you're gonna sort of still look for work because
I'd like to still work.
It's kind of important for us because of our overheads, and hopefully you're able to find sort of a 3-day-a-week job that pays reasonably well, so we can keep on top of stuff.
Yeah.
And then spend the rest of the time on eBay. Unfortunately, you missed out on the job that you really wanted because they only hired 2 out of the 4, which is a shame.
I'm not happy, Jan. I'm not happy. But that'd be cool just to get something that's part-time that can just have like that little bit of stability to cover what I need to cover financially, and then eBay the rest.
Do you notice repeat customers with inventory?
Yes.
Have you been stalking our account, Drew?
Are you having a little look-see? Because we definitely have repeat customers and customers who buy a few things.
We actually had one over the weekend who bought, what was it, 3 jeans?
3 shirts and 2 shorts.
Didn't he buy some jeans as well? I thought he bought some jeans.
That was
anyway,
days ago.
This guy has been coming back to us regularly,
yeah.
And dropping sort of between $300 and $500 at a time. So we definitely get some repeat customers. We noticed a few.
Some repeat DVD customers.
Yeah, but definitely the RM stuff seems to be going to specific people, and they seem to come back because we're able to do a bit better pricing when they're buying that because we can send it all in one satchel or one box.
Yeah, we'll negotiate with them. We'll do them a deal. Oh, we've lost it. We've lost the plot. Oh, no.
I heard Cara is hiring. She needs a lister over there.
I mean, yes, please. That'd be fabulous.
I'm on your brain, Brew. Drew, like often, as I'm thinking stuff.
Happening.
I actually picked up a shirt for Drew the other day.
Did
so
you?
I'm going to have to send it.
Oh, I know the one. I washed
sick.
it.
It's pretty sick.
It's crisp. You'll love it.
I'm hoping it fits him because it's a pretty sick shirt. It reminded me of the one that Tracy sent us both, but it's a little bit different. So let's just make sure we tick off all of these. So we've done that one.
All right.
We've done that one.
Very good.
Done the Ken Duncan.
Yep. Package that up in some
we've done the
wrap.
quiet. We've done promoted listings, and we've done the momentum board. So that's awesome. So we've answered all the questions on YouTube.
Well done.
On YouTube.
On Instagram.
So thanks everyone that popped in. There was one that asked us that we didn't get up what we wanted to be when we were a kid. When I was younger, I wanted to be a few things. So probably when I was sort of between 13 and 17, I wanted to be a pro hockey player.
Yeah. You were on your way too.
That was my like sole goal in life. I was training like 7 days a week, sometimes 8 times a week, twice on Sundays. And then I did a lot of injuries, unfortunately, and that didn't end up happening. So then I had to sort of work out what I wanted to do. Not that pro hockey was going to pay a huge amount of money, but it's what I wanted to do. What did you want to do when you were younger?
I once told Mum that I wanted to be an astronomer by night and an astrologer by day, but she pointed out that I'd need to sleep.
Oh.
And then apparently I wanted to be a suspension bridge, but that also hasn't worked out.
I don't really know how you're going to be a suspension bridge.
I mean, that's what Mum says. That
quality goals.
Apparently that's what I told her I wanted to do.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm a strange child.
I would hire Jazz, but not sure I could afford her a wage. My current staff don't get paid.
Well, I appreciate it.
Do you
anyway.
save up Salvo reward card?
No, we don't have that.
No, well, we have the scannable different.
Oh, yeah.
So different
I'll
places
take it
have
back.
different schemes. So we have the card that you like swipe whenever you use it, and it builds up like funds. We'll let it build up to like 20 and then spend it all in one spot. Oh, I did want to be a zookeeper or a ranger for years. So
that's right. You did your work experience.
I actually did a work experience as a ranger.
That's pretty
out
cool.
on like a little station for a week. That was pretty cool.
Bush ranger. Bush ranger, Brad.
Yeah, I don't know what. It just life changes, I think.
Yeah, no, I just didn't have realistic human dreams.
A suspension bridge.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
How things change.
Must
a normal ranger or a Power Ranger. Definitely a Power Ranger. Mostly so I could like ride around on like one of these like full quads and just pretty much.
Pretty cool.
Really. On cue buckaroo.
Oh, hi.
Right, that was not on cue. There he is.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Are you guys in Sydney? No, we're actually in Adelaide.
Yeah.
South Australia, chilling down here with some of our friends. We are looking to go to Melbourne, July, and we're going to try and do a little bit of a meetup there. So I know that Rob's been talking about it. Jutta from Diary of a Flipper lives over in Melbourne, so we're all going to fly to Melbourne, get on the booze for a couple of nights, watch some footy, go thrifting, and have a fun time. So if anyone's keen, drop us a DM. We'll let you know when we're over there, and we'll try and do a meetup, maybe on a Sunday night or something after footy. Cara has convinced us. Yes,
yeah.
I know. She was
really.
She was talking to us last night. She's like, or this morning. I don't remember.
Sometimes
like I'm trying to convince Look Mum to come. I know these guys don't love footy, but
me either. What's football? Who cares?
Surely Jazz is not going to footy, so you guys can hang out with Jazz. Diary of a Flipper is keen.
Why did all of the TP, that's so American. Why did all the toilet paper run out in Melbourne?
I don't know.
Guys, what's happening?
I'm in for Melbourne. Megan's going to catch up with us in Melbourne. That'd be sweet. Hit up the Melbourne thrift shops for sure.
But maybe not like in the city, because I hear that's pricey AF.
The
dream to be lazy. I succeed on a daily basis.
I definitely don't think you're lazy, Shizla. You work very hard for your money, even if you don't want to admit it.
I wanted to be a professional book reader where I just read books.
I'm going to Melbourne this weekend. That'll be awesome.
Sweet. I have never been to Melbourne yet.
I don't think that's true. I think it's just a lot wetter over there.
Y'all having a bunch of fun. You have meetups and stuff.
Mofo Chef. Hi all. Caught another live. Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a little while. Good morning, Brad and Jazz.
Oh, hi.
I'm glad I caught your show. I am up early. Thanks for dropping in, Victoria. Nice to see you. I have a spare jumper. Coronavirus. Yeah, scary.
Oh.
Two. Hunt. People are going crazy.
Fear is a crazy thing.
Did anyone see the listing of hand sanitizer? Insane.
Far out, Brussels sprout.
All right, so we've got, I don't know, well, we don't have a time limit, but anyway, we've got 3.
Yes. This is what I've been waiting for.
3 postcards. So I'll bring up our little location map for you guys. I've already pinned them. My mouse is.
Oh yeah, Melbourne in July is going to be like hella cold.
It will be very cold. I'd love to catch up with Ken when we're down that way as well. That'd be sick. Come to the footy with us, Ken. So this is our little map that's actually up this way.
Look, it's got pins on it.
So we'll start at the top of Australia, should we?
Okay.
Let's start at the top. So up the top of the map, we have a little red pin, and that is from Yvonne. Do you want to read it out?
Oh, I just got really nervous. Alrighties. Hi, Brad and Jazz from the top end. Yeah, NT represent. We are from the NT. Can't tell you how hard it was to find a postcard. Thanks for all you do for us newbies. Lots of love. And it is a snappy hello from the top end. Gold.
Crocodiles.
That is snappy. Thank you so much. That's really cool.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. So that'll go in the draw to win one of our prizes, and the little pin will stay up there. So thanks for that awesome little postcard. Really appreciate you sending us one. Yeah. We'll do have a couple more, so we'll get there as well. Brad will be wearing purple. Do you have any holidays plans? How will your business run when you are away? So we have taken holidays before, and we've just changed our shipping times.
Yep.
Notified each buyer that when they purchase, this is when we'll ship it.
Like,
and if they have a problem,
we're away?
We're happy to do refunds or whatever we need to do. We have considered getting help when we're away, which we might need to do next time we go. But I think we're only going to Melbourne for about 4 or 5 days, so that won't be a big problem, and it's over a weekend.
It doesn't matter.
So we'll just change our handling time and see how we go. What we got? Yay! Let's catch up. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate that. Yeah. The next one we have, better bring our little sign back up. The next one we have is from pretty much smack bang in the middle of Australia there. It's actually from Uluru.
I thought it was a little bit off center.
Yeah, it's Uluru. I did my best to try and get that one in the right spot. So you can read that one out if you would like. This one is from Sam.
Okay, wait, maybe I'll show it first.
Yeah, go on.
I nearly fell over when I first looked at this.
So it's going to be very hard for that to focus because it's like a 3D.
It's 3D.
All the animals move and stuff when you shake it around.
It's so trippy. Nearly put me on my, nearly put me on my ass when I took it out of the box. So this says, hi, B-Rad and Jazz. Good morning from sunny little Alice, our hometown.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being such amazing leaders and inspiration in the reselling community. Oh, haven't thought of ourselves that way. Keep up the amazing work and keep an eye out, as this won't be the last epic postcard from Central Australia.
She travels a lot. So.
Big love, Sam and Loz, Hammock Hustler and my girl Loz.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Sam. That's amazing. That card is hectic. It doesn't really show up on here properly, but it's like a crazy 3D print. And then we got one more. We went and got the post today.
Yeah, we did.
So we got one. I had to look up where this was because I'd never actually, I heard of the place, but I didn't really understand where it was. Urala. So this one is from Megan Jordan, who I believe was in the chat earlier. So thank you so much, Megan, for this one.
Cool.
I'll read this one out. It says, hi, Jazz and Brad. Found a postcard that shows off my favorite autumn place to visit. Thanks for everything you both do for me, Megan Jordan. Urban Fossicker. So we'll bring that up on the screen.
It was addressed to Lady Jasmin and Sir Brad.
That's a pretty cool little place, that looks like.
That's gorgeous.
So
autumn is my favorite. I wish it was more of a thing in Australia.
Yeah.
All of Australia.
There's Megan.
Hey, thank you so much.
I could send you guys a 3D print. Oh my God, that would be hectic. A 3D printed postcard. Cliff, if you did that, I think you would automatically win something. Surely that's next level. So thank you to the people that have already sent us postcards. I know that some other people have already sent stuff. We just haven't got them yet. I'm presuming because they're coming from overseas. So thanks to everyone that sent us a postcard so far. You'll all.
I'll show them again.
They will all go in the draw to win a prize. We're not sure if it's going to be end of this month or next. Just depends how many we get in. We want to make it sort of like 15 to 20 at a time, and then we will leave everyone that doesn't win in the draw, so you always have a chance to win. But very cool. So thanks like everyone. Does I've lost my mouth again. Does a photo of me in a mankini count as a postcard?
If you put a stamp on it.
Look, if you send it with some postage stamps, I'm sure that'll be fine. You find your spiritual home, Victoria, Autumn Rocks down here. Yeah, thank you so much.
Coming to Adelaide was my first experience of actually leaves falling off of trees, and I thought that was just in movies.
So we're going to make up a little box.
We need to find an appropriate vessel.
And we will do a draw. We'll do it live, so you guys can tune in for that.
Coolio.
Hopefully we'll get a few more over the next few weeks. If you guys would like to send us a postcard, let me bring up my nifty little thing over here.
Show him
your bits. PO Box 39, Surrey Downs S.A 5126. Brad and Jazz, or 2AussieThrifters. Thrifters. And we'll pick them up from the post box and show them live, read them out. So if you want to call us names, that'll be pretty funny.
They know whenever I'm there because I squeal every time I open it and there's a postcard.
Here we go. Aussie VHS Thrifter. I'd take 10. Sure. What are we up to? Can you please? Whoops.
Yeah, you've done that. Oh, it's going everywhere.
Sorry, guys, I'm lost.
Why is it so hard?
Can you please put up the PO box again? Yep, I'll just do that again in a sec. Don't forget to send us a postcard to go in the draw to win some awesome prizes. Here we go.
Winner!
Victoria's got us covered.
God, lucky we have you
much.
here. It's swimming over from Georgina. That's wicked.
Swimming. That might take a while. Can you make a vid about how you photograph?
Yeah.
I'm a photographer.
I use my phone.
We did do one early on, but it's probably good for us to refresh that because a few things have changed since then.
Yeah, look, I have no photography experience. I just stuffed around with my phone, and I just really liked the way that Benjamin in the States, Ben and Jamin, takes pictures and he makes them look like stock photos. But some people don't like that. I know Cara is not a fan of a full white background, but I've been doing a full white background.
Yeah, and yours, I like the way you do them. Like they're crisp and they look good. I'm not as good with them. If I take my time, I can get them okay. But I'm more of a boy. I like to smash through things. So our process in relation to that is I'll draft the items, do all the measurements. I'll take one quick snap so Jazzy knows which item it is. Then it'll go down the line, all stacked up. Jazzy will photograph. And usually what we'll try and do is we'll try and do like all jeans at once, all shirts at once, all hard goods. So we stack a pile of 10 to 15 at a time, do all jeans, get them done, then move on to the next item because it's a quicker process when you're doing the same thing over and over. If you need to switch between like shirts, you need to change what you're putting in the description, you need to change your measurement types. So we just find it better to work that way. So that's a process that works for us.
Yeah, and on the days when I'm just having a full eBay day by myself, I will do the same. I get all of my jeans together, all of my shirts, all in a pile, and I'll just go through each type of thing and get them all drafted, and then I turn around and see the big pile after photograph, and then I feel not very good.
Danny's in. Good to see you, Danny. Thanks for popping by. It's nice to see you. Hi, Megan. With the new apps, remove background, do you recommend buying a light box?
I prefer to use my
That's
light
a tough
box.
question. I think you still want the item to be well lit.
Oh, here's an example. I took a picture of a pair of beige jeans on Monday, and it had lighting on it, but the picture was pretty dark, and I hit the remove background. It looked absolutely horrible and photoshopped, and I deleted it and started again and brightened up the picture. Yeah,
so I think it's probably still important to have it because you want the item to be well lit. The background removal doesn't work all the time, especially if it's like got inconsistent borders, like the games the other day,
bloody hell.
And the games that we were listing, like Wii games.
If it's got a bit of white on the border, you're done.
Do you use shortcuts set up on your phone? So we probably
don't do this as well as we could.
We do have a basic template set up for jeans, shirts, saved in my notes. So all I do is I jump to my notes. If I'm listing jeans, I'll grab out the template, I'll jump across to eBay, start listing, drop it in, add in the measurements, and it's
already got like waist, inseam length. I feel like, I think there's a more efficient way, but I haven't.
It's easier to do if you're listing from like a computer because you can have preset templates and do like international shipping and stuff like that. We've just got in the routine of using our phones. It's quicker for us and it's what we know, but I know that people use laptop and they're really efficient as well. So try to love the white background, but can't bond with it.
Yeah, see, so I can show what I do, but probably not everyone would want to replicate it.
Can anyone quickly tell me what I missed on the postcard thing? What are we sending?
Just postcards. Just send us a postcard, Denny, and then we'll pop you in the draw to win we don't know what.
Yeah, so we've got a full size map up here. We've asked people to send us a postcard with a little note. We'll put you in a draw. We're going to do some different merch stuff coming up soon. Whoever gets pulled out of the draw, probably end of the month, end of the next month, will win a prize, and then we'll just keep giving out prizes.
And we get to see the cool pins on our map.
Yeah, we want to know where everyone watches us from and where everyone hangs out and what sort of stuff. Question, what's your go-to on the road thrifting food?
everything, anything.
Yeah, it's usually Macca's, unfortunately.
Yeah, we need to take more stuff with us. I started taking fruit, but then I don't know, fruit's kind of messy to eat in the car.
Tony's dropped in. Thanks for popping by. Hi guys, thanks for the great videos.
Thanks for watching.
I appreciate the support. That's really awesome. It's kind of nice that, you know, people get something out of what we do. Like, we're kind of just sharing our journey and like going along with what we do, learning as we go as well. So we're just trying to like provide what we've learned, because we've made plenty of mistakes over the time, and we're going to make more. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Yep. Oh, so he's saying I've set up key shortcuts on my phone.
Yeah, I did start looking into that. So you can just set up like quick words. So you can be like list, and then the list will come up with a specific like template. I did it for a few, but then it started popping up in my text messages as well. Yeah,
you're trying to write a message and it's like measurements, waste.
I'm down. Have you put any more time into Depop? No.
We have not.
I have been cross-listing a little. I actually want to cross-list those Puma jackets we got on the weekend, because they were insane. But
how many?
Three vintage Puma jackets
all in a row.
2 really bright ones and 1 black blue, but the other 2 were crazy. So I want to put them across, but
and that's probably an example of where my white background isn't.
Oh yeah, it won't work on there. We need to put more time in. I want to find someone locally that can model the stuff for us. I asked Jazzy, but she said she's not keen. So
don't do a very good job.
We want to try and find someone locally that can model some stuff for us, because that's what works on Depop. Cross-listing for us hasn't done well on there. We don't put a lot of time into it because it hasn't made us any money.
Yeah, catch-22.
I know, Drew, let them do it, and I'll stand out more with the
crappy photos. I'm quite sure that your photos are not crappy.
When looking for shoes, what details should I look for? I think the most important thing, obviously the brands are important, but you want to be looking at the condition. You want to be looking at the sole to see if there's any like significant wear marks on the outer where the toe hits the ground, the heel, and even sort of the ball of the foot, because those are the parts that wear down the quickest.
Give it a squish to make sure it's not coming apart.
Also, you can like bend the shoes a little bit and make sure there's no crack lines or anything like that. There's a heap of stuff you want to be looking for. No like holes in the back of the heel, because a lot of people, their heel will rub on the shoe.
Seems like really obvious stuff, but we've gotten things home before and then we're like, oh my god, I didn't look inside the heel where this person's kicked their shoe off 50 times. But otherwise, I also look out for like hiking brands, and like the Vibram sole, the little yellow stamp on the bottom that says Vibram, is a really good sign of quality.
I picked up shoes purely because they've had Vibram on the sole.
And then figured out what the brand was later.
Because Vibram is good quality. Hello from the beach.
Mama's on the beach.
Mama doing on the beach.
I hope you're enjoying the beach and everything else.
If anyone wants to see quick keys, Frank is your man. He knows.
Oh my god,
300 times more than I know. And he's going to be putting out some awesome stuff coming up soon. So
and I'm going to be watching it all 5 times.
I'll model everything. Cara, we did ask Cara, but she's not keen either. We need to like Denny to come over and model it for us.
Yeah.
Camilla, yes.
Yes.
I feel like I missed something. Does everyone on here also suffer from shopping thrifting? Oh, it's so bad.
It's crazy. Even when we're like, we're going to have a weekend off, we're not even going to bother. And then 5 minutes later, we're like, do you want to go source?
There we go. Andy's saying the shoes look really new. Definitely do a bend test.
Bend and squish. Yeah, 100%.
Denny, I'm always looking for new ones.
Sheesh. Who says sheesh? I love it.
Well, thanks everyone for popping by. Wow, I have around 5,500 items in store, but I am still learning heaps from you guys.
Really?
I like the American content, but it's also so great to finally have some great Aussie content. Keep it up.
That's wicked. I don't know how we could teach you anything, but that's so cool. I mean, yeah, on the other hand, we learn from every single person we've ever watched.
Every time I watch someone new, I learn something. Sinister dropped in. Hey, Sinister, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Trouble is sourcing stock. Yeah.
It's so good, Danny. It's so good.
Hit the like, guys. Yeah, so we've been going on over an hour now. So thanks for everyone for popping by. Do drop us a nice little thumbs up if you can on the video. If you enjoyed the content. Send us a postcard to PO Box 39 Surrey Downs S.A 5126. We'll show them every Tuesday when we get them. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do. There's a little subscribe button down below. And we will be doing these most Tuesdays from now on. So if you guys have a topic that you'd like us to cover or some suggestions for stuff that we'd like to hear,
come on and bloody ramble,
talk about our postcards.
We just want to talk about our postcards.
We just want to sort of like give out the information that we've learned and are still learning as we go, so that
I feel like every week there's something that's on our mind that we're like, ooh, promoted listings did well for us this week.
Reseller life this weekend. I'm not sure. I do have someone that I'm trying to get on soon. It's just working around their schedule.
We don't have anyone locked in.
Not this Sunday, no. But I think that's okay. We're kind of spacing out a bit more at the moment. We kind of want to focus on the Tuesdays and the Sunday Wide World of Reselling lives, because we're really enjoying those.
Oh my God, people might get sick of us if we just
we're doing too many lives, so we need to sort of like be careful how much we put out.
Yeah.
Pixel Sean's dropped in. Okay, Sean, thanks for popping by. We're actually just about to leave, but thanks for popping in. I really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for coming along today. Georgina, I'd happily get Georgina. Georgina, if you want to come on, send me a message and we'll have a chat. I'll make sure Jazz is there because she answers the better questions anyway. Georgina, if you'd like to come on, let us know. I'm more than happy to have you. And if anyone else in the chat would like to come on and have a chat with us, send us a message. We're happy to have anyone on.
We'll just be scheduling you down the track.
Yeah.
We're booked ahead, but we love it.
Emily, there's still people
dropping in. Thanks for coming. We've been going for an hour. I don't know how, because I feel like we've just rambled about everything and nothing.
Processes.
But thanks for hanging with us.
What sort of helped us get better at what we're doing, and we're still trying to improve. I think with shipping, it's important to sort of have all the stock ready to go and then start packaging it up and do your post-deliverables all at once.
Yeah, I like picking as orders come through though, but that's just me.
Yeah, but you've got them ready to go so that we're not sort of like printing one label and then one label, then one label. It's all done at once.
At one time. I think the best thing that we've ever done to streamline our process is to stop buying so much crapola.
Yeah.
Just if you're umming and ahhing, it's like
put it back.
It's probably not good enough, and then we don't have such a backlog of stuff.
All right. Well, on that, we'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for coming. We will see you later in the week. We do have a video dropping on Friday, another garage sale ride along filmed on the GoPro, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on whatever live we're doing at the time. Appreciate everyone coming along tonight, and we'll see you next time.
Super appreciate it. Thank you so much.
On 2AussieThrifters. Catch you. Bye.
Good night.
I gotta see if I can hit the button.
Nah, never.